In this video, I'm going to explain why testosterone is the key to unlocking your fullest potential in the gym and in life as a whole, and why just going to the gym is not enough to optimize your testosterone levels. So if you've been hitting the gym and aren't seeing results, or just want to be an elite male performer in all areas, this video is for you. Back in high school, I worked out a ton. I played football, ran track, and wrestled, and I was just obsessed with training and exercise. So going into college, I decided to major in exercise science, and I also played Division III football all 4 years. But even though I knew everything there was to know about working out and training, I was still plagued by bad habits that I was blind to how much they were holding me back. I went out late drinking, I would smoke weed, I watched porn, and I ate junk food. So even though my training was on point, the rest of my life was not. So my athletic performance was pretty good because of how well I trained, but my physique, and more importantly how I felt from the inside, was very subpar. My sophomore year, I added on biology as a second major, and it wasn't until I started learning about how the body functions as a whole that I realized that all the things I was doing outside of the gym might be having a negative effect. So one by one, I started cutting out those negative habits and replacing them with good ones. In my senior year of college, I wrote a thesis on trends in male reproductive health, and this is when it all clicked. I realized that testosterone is a reflection of a man's overall well-being. The better a man's testosterone levels are, the better he feels. But everything a man does to improve his health improves his testosterone levels and vice versa. While writing this thesis, I also learned that men's testosterone levels have been declining significantly over the past 70 years. So after my senior year, I got my MBA and started a men's health coaching company where I help men optimize their testosterone levels naturally. And after coaching several men one-on-one and seeing major improvements, I've decided to take all that I've learned to YouTube to help men like you do the same. So the reason why optimizing your testosterone is the key to unlocking your fullest potential in all areas of life is because testosterone is one of, if not the only biomolecules that affects every aspect of the body. It plays important roles in body composition, so that's gaining muscle and losing fat. It's crucial for your sexual health, your libido, and your sperm production. It also plays a role in mental health and motivation. It gives you that sense of vitality, feeling alive, and just feeling like a man. It's really hard to describe, but testosterone plays a crucial role in your mindset. Testosterone drives motivation and status attainment, so this means achieving things and accomplishing things in your life and in your career. So as you can see, by optimizing your testosterone, which plays an important role in every aspect of life, you can improve those aspects of life as well. Okay, so that raises the question, how do you optimize your testosterone levels? And to make this really simple, I'm going to break it down into 5 pillars. You have training, nutrition, sleep, mindset, and lifestyle. We'll start with training. Testosterone is anabolic. It drives muscle growth. It also sends signals to your body to use the calories you eat from food and prioritize them for building muscle instead of storing them as fat. So if you're looking to bulk and put on muscle, but you don't want to add surplus fat, getting your testosterone levels up is extremely important. Testosterone also increases muscular power output. So by increasing the amount of strength that your muscles are capable of, you'll be able to lift more weights, and being able to lift more weights will lead to greater progressive overload, and greater progressive overload means more muscle gained. So even though it's kind of intuitive that testosterone supports muscle growth, I think the people that don't understand these mechanisms overlook its importance. Testosterone is also crucial for fat loss. When you're in a calorie deficit, testosterone tells your body to draw from fat stores as an energy source instead of cannibalizing your own muscle tissue. So if you're trying to cut body fat and you want to maintain your muscle mass, keeping your testosterone levels high should be your top priority. Just these 2 powerful effects alone, testosterone's ability to build muscle and strength and reduce body fat, is the main reason why bodybuilders take steroids for their body composition. Steroids is just artificial testosterone that you take from outside of your body. So if bodybuilders take surplus amounts of testosterone to optimize their physiques, it might be a wise idea for you to optimize your testosterone naturally to reap the most benefits from your testosterone levels as possible. It also probably goes without saying that lifting weights itself increases testosterone, but not all lifting is made the same in this department. If you really want to optimize your testosterone levels, you want to focus on anaerobic multi-joint exercises. So this is going to be heavy compound lifts that use multiple muscles at the same time. Think deadlifts, squats, lunges, bench press, dips, chin-ups. These are optimal for testosterone production, and actually training legs is the best. And the reason for this is any exercise that requires more energy will lead to a higher increase in testosterone, and your legs are the largest muscles in your body, so they require the most energy to train. Now, the reason why this effect is in place goes back to human evolution. When our human caveman ancestors used a lot of energy to go hunt down a woolly mammoth or lift something heavy to build shelter or something like that, their body would upregulate testosterone production to help support them in those activities, because the body adapts to the stressors of its environment. So if a caveman's environment requires him to exert himself, his body will respond by increasing testosterone production, because testosterone supports activities that require exertion, like heavy lifting, through muscular development and power output. So we can recreate the same effect today by mimicking movements that require large energy outputs. So that's the heavy compound lifts that I just listed before. You also want to do exercises that utilize fast twitch or type 2 muscle fibers. Type 2 muscle fibers have a higher density of androgen receptors, and androgen receptors are the sites in the body that testosterone binds to. So by using muscles that have more androgen receptors, your body will produce more testosterone to bind to them. So any activity that requires fast, high power output will increase testosterone. So think sprinting, jumping, throwing, or explosive Olympic lifts like power cleans and snatches, things like that will all increase testosterone. Contrast that with light single joint exercises like doing bicep curls for 20 reps or lateral raises. Since these only use one muscle at a time and they aren't trained fast or heavy, they don't elicit the same testosterone response as heavy, fast, multi-joint exercises. Another function of testosterone is it makes effort feel rewarding. It makes pushing yourself feel good. So it kind of has this bilateral relationship where testosterone makes effort feel good, and higher effort also increases testosterone. So when you're training, you want to make sure you're pushing yourself hard. You see a lot of guys in the gym who will do, a set of curls and then spend 4 minutes on his phone. You want to be the guy who's lifting heavy, grunting, training almost till failure and really pushing yourself. And that's going to have more of an effect on testosterone. One aspect of training that most guys never experience or tap into is the power of competition. Competition itself has been shown to increase testosterone. And anyone who is an athlete knows that when you compete in a one-on-one drill or you win a game, you get that surge of visceral energy that you just don't get from a regular old workout. So try to incorporate competition into your training. You can do this by working out with a training partner who you lift with, who pushes you. But I would highly recommend you take up some sort of a sport. Like even if you're out of college, you could do rugby or flag football or even basketball, anything where you're competing. But the highest form of competition in my view, and the one that I personally participate in, is martial arts. So that's like jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, Muay Thai. These are real masculine forms of competition that will optimize your testosterone levels. And that leads me to my next point, which is that you need to train with a purpose. So what that might look like is setting a goal to win a jiu-jitsu competition, right? Because now you're combining purpose with competition. Or even setting a goal for new personal bests, to personal records in your lifting. This is a little bro science, but I have a feeling that when you are aligned with a purpose in any aspect of your life, it will support more testosterone production, because testosterone is all about status attainment and going out and getting things in life. So I think that having a purpose in your training will drive your bodies to produce more testosterone to support you in the attainment of that goal. So you can combine this with competition. You could make the purpose of your training to become a better jiu-jitsu athlete or a better kickboxer or a better rugby player, or you could set goals for your personal records for your lifting. So by combining competition with having a purpose for your training, why you're doing it, you'll not only push yourself more, but I believe, and in my personal experience as a lifetime athlete and researching testosterone, that this will elicit a more powerful testosterone response.